This is the Tank Paladin that most of you guys have been waiting for. I stress tested it from every angle, and here's the setup that I think makes the most sense for this build. If you're the leader type in your team, then this class is definitely for you. Let's go! Tank Paladin. Sounds new, right? We're all used to seeing paladins run the sacrifice build, but this time, the devs did a great job buffing the tank side of the class. At last, the name Paladin finally lives up to what it's meant to be. That said, this playstyle isn't for everyone. If you enjoy being the last man standing and making it your mission to protect your team, then this build is definitely for you. Let's start with the stats. They're actually pretty similar to a priest build. We'll be focusing on vitality and intelligence. Not only do these stats significantly increase your physical and magic defense, but they'll also boost your healing output, giving you much better sustain and recovery during fights. There's really not much else to say here. This is simply the baseline stat allocation for a Tank Paladin. Next up, let's talk about the skills. I'll quickly walk you through the best skill allocation. It's actually pretty straightforward, so let me switch over to the Tank preset. For the Swordsman skill tree, make sure to max out the following skills: increase recuperative power, provoke, endure, and bash. Keep provoke at level 10, especially since the devs have announced they'll be buffing it for PvP. It's definitely worth investing in now. For the Crusader skill tree, this is where most of your skill points will be invested. We need Cavalier Mastery first, so max it out. Later, it's a requirement for Light Bulwark, which I'll go through later. Then, we max out Smite to unlock Shelter. Just set Shelter to level 3. Next, we need to max out Auto Guard, so just get all the required skills. Oh, we also need Heal at level 10. Now, we're left with only one skill point, and we haven't reached Grand Cross yet. We're going to put the last point into Demon Bane, then we'll get back to the skill set later. For Paladin, max out Fortitude and Devotion, then Battle Chant. Oh wait, we'll try to squeeze in some points. Defending Aura and Reflect Shield are a must. These are your bread and butter. Lastly, get Quick Slide and Crushing Roar. Remember, we need Grand Cross for one specific reason. So, we're going back to the Crusader skill set to get it and put it at level 1. The rest of the skill points can go into Battle Chant and the Paladin skill set. Before we jump into the skill slots, let me briefly explain why we only took Grand Cross to level 1. Remember, we're a tank, not a damage dealer. Grand Cross applies a 10% physical and magic attack debuff for 10 seconds, regardless of its level. That debuff should help decrease the damage we take. For manual skill slot 1, I would prioritize the skills you will use most from 1 to 5. I'd go for Heal, as this will be your main skill for both support and sustain, Grand Cross to keep the debuff active, Cavalier Mastery for added defense when charging in, Reflect Shield and Defending Aura, which you can use depending on the scenario. Light Bulwark is also triggered with Defending Aura, which we'll talk about later. Lastly, Devotion to protect your support. For manual skill slot 2, just put all the buff skills here, like Providence, Auto Guard, Provoke, and Endure. For auto skill set 1, it's pretty simple here. Just put Heal and Auto Guard for consistent support. Oh, I forgot to put Battle Chant in manual skill slot 2. This setup should be easy to use, plus it's gamepad friendly. I'm playing on Steam Deck, by the way, and this works for me. Feel free to adjust it according to your preference. For the gears, I'd suggest heading straight to Aurora Divine Armament, as this is where you'll find all the stats we need for sustain, especially for the weapon and offhand gears, which we'll go through now. Starting off with the armor set, I recommend going for the Poem of Hope, mainly for that healing done. Since we're a tank, the best way to go is providing support rather than dealing damage, which doesn't make sense. With this armament, we provide damage bonuses while we spam heal. As you can see, we're making 20,000 healing output with this setup. You might be wondering why we're not choosing the Light Guardian set, as it basically provides additional defense score and max HP boost. Not only does it reduce our healing done, as you can see, but we've also invested too much already in being tanky from other resources. So at this point, we need to increase our healing done to provide better sustain. Also, with Poem of Hope, even if some players ignore attacking you, you can still heal your team or sustain your devotion at the very least. For the weapon, we're going for Longhorn and sticking with a one-hand spear. The main thing we want from this weapon is healing taken. We may not match the true healing done of a support build, but at least our healing taken is very strong, helping to keep us alive. Also, this weapon provides more benefits for the devotion skill. In my opinion, this is the best weapon for our build. For the offhand, Rampart Shield is our boy. Not only does it give additional defense score, but this is also our main gear to trigger Light Bulwark from the Defending Aura skill. Let me just show you. You need to be riding the mount to cast the skill. So, when we cast Defending Aura, Light Bulwark is automatically cast instead. What's the benefit for the team? It gives your team an 18% chance to dodge physical attacks and provides additional damage reduction for 10 seconds. In my opinion, this skill is very useful and crucial in team fights. It provides sustainability and protection for the team and can turn the tables in a team fight. Medals are pretty basic for the tank class. Just get all the reduction medals, such as Medal of Charm for physical reduction, Medal of Tempest for magical reduction, Medal of Gratitude for physical defense, and Medal of Loyalty for magical defense. Now, to the feather setup. If you've watched my other videos about feathers, I still use the same system for support and tank class setups. As you can see, for attack feathers, I use 3 purple and 2 orange, while for defensive feathers, I use 4 orange and 1 purple. This setup is meant for support and tank roles only, as it helps maximize sustainability and it's easier to level up your feathers. Starting with the defensive feathers, I use Virtue for the purple, and Divine, Nature, Night, and Terra. All of them give us defense scores. For attack, this is where we keep our light and dark feathers. The purple feathers can be Order and Justice. Actually, for early game, Justice and Grace can do. Let's jump into Astrocore. Just a disclaimer, I'm also new to this. What I normally do is gather only the key stats we need for added sustain. I think the logic here is to level up the preferred main star first until level 10 before we level up the least needed ones. We can only break through once we hit level 10 on each star to continue leveling up our main stars. So, in a nutshell, what we want to prioritize is Lumia for that magic damage percentage score. This will help us increase our healing output. For the defense main stars, we prioritize Alvara and Divinia as they give us reduction scores against all races and all sizes of enemies. What's going to be an issue is how we level them up through the substars. Let's start with the defensive ones. I use Alvara as the main star for that reduction against races. I only upgrade substar 1. Although the other stars are tempting, I'm just not after the pet upgrades. Then, for Divinia, I go for substars 1 and 2 for those defensive scores. And Felina, I go for substars 1 and 2 as well. Most of the important upgrades are really on the defensive ones. For the attack main stars, I only get the stars that include physical defense or magic defense, like this one. For Serpenta, we get substars 1 and 2 for that magic attack. And for Lumia, substars 2 and 3. For the cards, it's pretty convenient if you set up a card album specifically for tank PvP. I'm using Maya Purple for extra vitality points and to reveal hidden enemies, and Cramp Card for extra magic attack. Though you may use other cards that increase vitality, I use Rose Ornament for added healing done and HP score. Doppelganger Puppet 2 is a must, as it gives us damage reduction from medium-sized enemies. I use Ghost Ring Card for armor. If you encounter Mastersmiths or Biochems, it might be better to wear Cornutus Card instead. I'm using the highest general card for the weapon for that magic attack score to increase healing output, paired with Golem Card. For the cloak, it's recommended to wear Raedric Card. Although I hate magic attacks personally, I might as well dodge both physical and magic attacks, which is why I'm wearing Choco Card. For shoes, just use cards with added HP scores, such as Verit or Sohi. For the accessories, I use Mook cards for vitality and HP recovery. Now, you may have better cards in your deck, so feel free to use whatever you think is better, as this setup works for me. As long as you can sustain longer in team fights, that's the way to go. Lastly, for Enchants, Magic Boon is the way to go for the weapon and accessories. Ideally, combo the substats with magic attack percentage to increase your healing output. For the cloak, get anti-magic damage and pair it with vitality score if possible. For the shoes and shield, get anti-physical damage. It would be best if you can get vitality as a substat as well. For the armor, just go for vitality boost. For mouthwear and facewear, get improved defense and magic defense. For headwear, get superior magic attack and pair it with intelligence. I'm using PvP technique for sustain on the backwear, though if you don't have good stats yet, use Magic Boon in the meantime. For the costume, go for improved physical defense. If you can pair it with vitality, even better. And that's pretty much it for the gear setup. All of these gears, cards, and enchants are focused on maximizing our defensive stats, HP, and damage reduction, which are the key factors for sustaining a tank in team fights. The goal is not to deal the most damage, but to stay alive longer and keep supporting your team. As long as you can survive the incoming damage and keep your team alive, then this setup is doing its job. Oh, and about Light Bulwark, you need to re-equip your shield so you can use the skill again. While this seems to be a bug right now, hopefully it will be fixed soon.